Hey there, Ram fans. I'm your sports anchor, Jayson Ortiz, and I'm here to break down all the action in CSU athletics this week. So without any more delay, let's get right into it. This past weekend, CSU took the field against Arkansas. The SEC Conference had never lost in Fort Collins until Saturday. CSU came out victorious 34-27.
You know, it brings back memories when you turn on the tape and you see Florida defensively. It's new D coordinator, but when you see that size and speed, it always felt like when you played Florida that the field was almost 200 yards instead of 100 yards long. You're fighting for every yard, when you play.
The Rams, now with a little bit of momentum, will head down to Gainesville to square off against the Florida Gators. The Gators are just coming off in a surprising loss to Kentucky, who going into the game were 0-31 against the Gators. This proves that if the Rams are on top of their game and show the grit and determination that they showed against Arkansas, then they will find themselves in a good position to upset another SEC foe. This weekend's game will mark one of the final transactions of the Jim McElwain deal. McElwain was signed by Florida in 2015 and was fired to miss his third season as the head coach last year. CSU will be receiving a guaranteed $2 million towards the program as a payout plan of McElwain's contract. CSU looks to improve to 2-2 on the season and keep the chance of playing in a bowl game alive. So we all enjoy top-tier plays in sports, highlights from the gridiron to the pitch, all across the different courts. Well, now, every Tuesday, I'm going to start a segment from the top 3 plays of the week. So without further ado, here are your top 3 plays from this week. Here we have a pass to Preston Williams, a big target for KJ Carter-Samuels. He came up clutch. That brought the Rams within 3. And this play, we had Trey Thomas, who forced an errant pass by the Arkansas quarterback, Emmanuel Jones, with the interception. He was definitely a key contributor to the defense this week, and it helped the Rams get this big win. This play here, we have Izzy Matthews sealing the deal with 8 seconds left and bulldozing his way into the end zone and forcing Arkansas to take their loss in Fort Collins for the first time. On this segment, I polled CTV Sports anchors Jared Stratton and Jessica Mendoza and asked them to make their picks for the NCAA top 5 games for this upcoming week. So in our first game, we have CSU versus Florida. CSU heads in as the 20-point underdog. However, being that we are CSU Rams, taking the CSU Rams over Florida, Jared Stratton obviously took Florida as he probably looked at the point differential. Next game, we have Boise State and Oklahoma State. Boise State heads into this game not being favored, but however, they are only down 2 points, so this should be a great game. Jared and Jessica both took Oklahoma State. I took Boise State. Got to stick with the Mountain West Conference. Next game, big SEC game. LSU heads down to Auburn to take on the Tigers. Tiger-Tiger matchup. And this game probably has really good playoff contention on the line. Both are fighting for a spot in the top 4. LSU looks like to be the favorite in our room, but Auburn definitely needs this one. Clean sweep here across the board. Ohio State. Ohio State looks good, but don't sleep on the Horned Frogs as Urban Meyer is still suspended, so they will be without their head coach. But Ohio State is ranked 4th in the country, and they're there for a reason. Final game, we have a big rematch of the 2006 Rose Bowl, where Reggie Bush and Vince Young took it head-to-head. But Texas is the favorite here, even though USC is ranked. Texas, the game is in Austin, Texas, at Texas Memorial Stadium. So Texas looks to spoil the upset for USC. CSU Volleyball has a big 3-match weekend coming up, but the main event is the Colorado Classic is going to be against CU at 8 in the evening at the CU Event Center. The Buffs go into the weekend 5-3, while the Rams head into the week with a record of 6-3, coming off a tough 3-set loss to the University of Michigan. The Rams will have 2 games before they take on the Buffs, but both teams will be ready for this showdown. Last year, the Buffs took the match here in Fort Collins in a 5-set thriller, and the Rams will be looking to get their revenge Saturday night. Well, that's it for me, Rams. Make sure you follow the CTV Twitter page to stay updated on CSU sports throughout the week. But don't go anywhere. Justin has all your entertainment news up next.